The 2018 Conservative Party Conference. Photo by Christopher Furlong. Getty Images. Femi Oluwole. 4 hours Saturday, October 6, 2018. I went to several Labour conference events and I felt at home. I identified with the goals, the demographics, and the classlessness in the good sense of the word. But I was worried that I'd simply drunk the Kool-Aid and been indoctrinated by the events. I decided I needed to experience the Conservative Party conference so that I could make a fair comparison. Nope. Turns out I'm not a Tory. Not by a very long way, even though I thoroughly enjoyed my conversations with various Tories. That said, it does seem that the Tories are increasingly aware that they have a problem. They know this is not something which they will simply bounce back from over time, as the youth become more conservative with age. I attended 3 fringe events at the Tory conference, and in all of them, it was pointed out that they are not just struggling to appeal to minorities and the young, but they risk losing an entire generation permanently. They know young people voted heavily against the Brexit they're stumbling through. But more importantly, they know this is not something which they will simply bounce back from over time, as the youth become more conservative with age. We have a new generation. Brexit split the country in terms of values. We have a new generation. Our generation is more connected to the outside world than any before it. When we're playing FIFA, our opponent could be in next door, or he could be in Hong Kong. Borders do not exist for us. So we will never accept anything that tries to narrow our horizons. More for my views, cutting down the freedom of movement that is available to us as an EU citizenship birthright goes against the core values of our generation. Any party that causes, or even allows, that to happen will pay the price in the future. But it's about more than Brexit. We also know that basic social issues of equality, which were questions for previous generations, are simply no longer up for debate in ours. The Tories are aware they need to modernize and move with the people and the times. One of the speakers at an event talked about the Tories becoming the party of the working class. I wouldn't go that far. I don't think the Tories are conceptually able to go that far. But they now understand the existential threat their party faces if it doesn't adapt itself to the needs and values of the new generation. Let's just say the image that the stereotypical young Tories give off needs some work. The Tory party conference was definitely a weird one for me. I was there, working with allies such as Tory MP Dr. Philip Lee. He knows Brexit is a disaster and the only democratic and logical way of dealing with it is to give the country a vote on whatever deal Theresa May comes back from Brussels with. He sees that as a matter of patriotic duty. It was, however, comforting, mixing with the Tories who know Brexit has to be stopped, yet, at the same time, I was surrounded by people with a completely different value set to my own. But it was comforting to be mixing with the Tories who know Brexit has to be stopped. Finding common ground with the other side in a post-Trump Brexit world is rare. It is nice to know that even if we disagree on what sort of house we should be building as a society, at least we can agree that we need bricks.